Praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Karkadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you. I can do in the work in truth and sincerity. This video is going to be a quick one, and it's based off of charity, alms, and the man of God, or the man of the Lord, man of the Most High, however you want to put it, the hopeful elect. And I did this because I looked up the word charity and I looked up the word alms, and as to not get it confused, because a lot of people think charity is just given to anybody and all this. So without further ado, basically you see on the screen, in this app, by the way, it's called My Sword. And it gives you the King James version of the Bible, and it gives you all of the meanings just like the Strong's Concordance, but except for it shows it in this format. You can always take off the G3754s and all that other stuff and read it like the normal Bible, but I got it like this so I could see all of the Strong's definitions as I read. But anyway, as you can see on the screen, charity. Now, in 1 Corinthians 8:1, it says, "Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth." And of course, charity edifieth. Edifies is to build. And what you think charity is, you would think charity is to help other people out, but it doesn't mean that. And as you can see, charity G26, it's also in 1 Corinthians, the 13th chapter, it's starting at the first verse and many other verses. So it's G26, and we're going to see what that says. G26, agape. Definition, brotherly love. And that's what, I wanted to get right there. Brotherly love, affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, love, feast. So basically, what charity is brotherly love. That's what edifieth. So we're going to read it with the proper definition. Now, as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but brotherly love edifieth. Why does brotherly love edify? Because people see how we treat our brothers, man. That's one of the reasons why you can't come into this truth and fall out. Because once you've tasted the gift of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, then, hey, if you fall out, you basically saying you have no brotherly love. And that's also an edification. For somebody without brotherly love, the only thing that's left is to give them that mercy death, man. They need to know it, death by pain, man, because they don't have brotherly love. Now, going to 2 Corinthians chapter 13, starting at 1. "Though I speak with tongues of men and of angels and have not brotherly love, I am become as sounding brass and a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understanding all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not brotherly love, I am nothing." So you see how important brotherly love is, man. Though Paul, he said he had all these things. If he have not charity, which is saying brotherly love, he don't have anything. So when you're talking about charity, you're actually talking about brotherly love of the brotherhood. Beyond the faith and all that other stuff, you have to have brotherly love, man. You have to have that charity, because that is one of the most important things. "And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not brotherly love, it profiteth me nothing." And then it goes into what brotherly love is, suffering long. What brotherly love suffereth long and is kind. Brotherly love envieth not. Brotherly love vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up. Because brotherly love is not puffed up against other brothers, man. So next I'm gonna get into alms, because they actually gave the definition of alms right in this scripture. And basically alms, well, let's just type it in and get it.
Good deeds.
Good. So let's get alms. All right. Of course, it's going to go to Psalms first. All right. Alms. Matthew 6:1, take heed that ye do not your alms before men to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Now, alms, G 16:54. And as you can see in other verses, alms is still the same thing, 16:54. So what is alms? Alms comes from L.A. Mosne, L.A. Mosune, and the definition is mercy, pity, especially exhibiting, giving alms, charity, but we went into charity, which is brotherly love. 2, the benefaction itself, the donation to the poor. Now that is what alms is. Giving alms is donating to the poor. That's what alms is. Charity, brotherly love. Alms, donating to the poor. And as I read in Matthew 6:1, take heed that ye do not alms before men to be seen of them, otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. So, you give alms, yes, you're supposed to give to the poor. That's something you're supposed to do. However, the scriptures also says what poor you give to. And I'm going to read Matthew 6:2 just to read it. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. Right, they got their reward from the praises of men, not from the praises of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So you don't do that. But yes, you're supposed to give to the poor. Now, let me go to, I have to use my other app on this because it doesn't have the Apocrypha in it. So first, I'm going to get, let's see. Okay, I'm going to read that. This is 1 Peter 4:8. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourself, for charity covereth a multitude of sins. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. Now, like I said earlier, charity is brotherly love. So let me read it how it's supposed to be read. Above all things, have fervent brotherly love amongst yourselves, for brotherly love shall cover a multitude of sins. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. That's brotherly love. That's not saying to love just any old body, man. Because when Esau have a charitable event, they basically giving to any old body, which is supposed to be alms, given to the poor or the less fortunate. But they call it charity, but that's not charity, because charity is brotherly love, love of the brotherhood. Now let's get Ecclesiasticus. Now my app don't want to work all of a sudden. There we go. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, and if not from him, yet from the Most High. And really, that's charity for the brotherly love, for the brotherhood right there. There can no good come to him that always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. So, and right there he says also, you have to give to the poor. No good can come to you if you don't give to the poor. Give to the godly man, help not the sinner. But the poor that you give to, make sure he's a godly man or a humble man. Do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Now, that right there, like when you're on the streets, you'll see homeless people, and they ask for money. Some of them, some Edomites will be on the street corners having the sign, "Squirrel stole my home, and I need some money to get it, to pay a ransom to get it back." No, that's just a proud devil, man. And he's a devil on top of that. You know, he's not a lowly man. And most of these Edomites actually go back to nice cribs. I was talking to one of the brothers earlier in the week when we were talking about that, how an Edomite will go dressed like he's homeless, go on the corners, make over $100 to $200 after sitting and begging for about 4 hours, and go back to a crib nicer than yours, go back to a mansion, and get mad if you call them out for it. You know, and we were talking about that, and then we were talking about how their poor is not our poor. An Edomite with a nice home, you know, 2 or 3 cars and everything, but they don't got a boat, so they're poor. A black people's poor is when you damn near homeless, almost homeless. You if you lose your job and miss 2 months of rent, then you're gonna be on the streets. That's black people's poor. Or when you're homeless, you're actually homeless. Edomites homeless is having an apartment without having a car. Their poor is different from our poor. Their definition of poor, I should say, is different from our poor. Reading on, do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread, and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby, for else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good that thou have done unto him. Now, and we experienced that with a brother without charity. I mean, a brother without charity, and I'm going to give a good example. A brother without charity will take your kindness. Let's say you let him stay with you, and he'll talk shit about you while he's staying with you. That is ungodly. That is not charitable. You are not covering your sins, and you are giving much evil for all the good that has been given you. That's a false brother. Hey, and the Lord is going to pay you back for that. You know who you are. Verse 6, for the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of punishment. Give unto the good, and help not the sinner. Because you don't help the sinner, man. Hey, in this camp, we had our go through with that. We went through that. So, yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video, basically giving the definitions of charity, alms, and the brotherhood, or charity, alms, and the godly man. And with that, I hope you can more edified. Until the next time, all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, doing the work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.